Hey there, 6th grade team. This is a video over using counters to model subtracting integers. So what you'll need as a teacher is the lesson that is located on the P drive. And then for the students, they'll each need an anchor chart. They'll also need the subtracting integers modeling page and then a handful of counters. Okay, so to get started, you can give your students a little time to play with the counters to help them get adjusted and ready to work. Again, you can reference the real number system using integers that we are going to add, subtract, multiply, and divide them. Today we are going to focus on just subtraction. So today we're going to focus on subtraction and what are the synonyms for subtraction. We're going to use the words take away, remove, reduce, minus, decrease by, deduct, and difference. So what we want to do is have the students model in front of them 3 minus 2. So what you're going to have the students start out with is the first amount, 3 integers in front of them. That's all they need to have. You're modeling this on the board with your magnetic counters, and the students should have this in front of them on their desk. Now to subtract, we want to take away 2 positives. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 positives and we're going to take them away. So how many counters do we have left? We have 1 positive counter left. Okay? So what you're going to want your students to do is on the back of their anchor chart, write this, 3 minus 2 equals 1. You're also going to want to have them document it here. So we have 3 positives, and we're going to take away 2. And so they'll have that here, and we're going to reference all of this later. All right. So our next problem we're going to do is 5 minus a negative 2. So what you're going to do in front of you is model 5 positives. Now to subtract, we want to take away 2 negatives from 5 positives. Is it possible to take away 2 reds from these 5 yellows or 5 whites? Okay. It is impossible. So let's think about using 0 pairs. 0 pairs we talked about yesterday. Can I add a 0 pair? Can I add a 0 to any number and it remains the same? So this is a positive 5. So if I add a 0 to positive 5, is this still positive 5? Yes. So is this giving me enough to take away 2 negatives? No. So I need to add another set of 0 pairs. Is this still a positive 5? This right here is still a positive 5. So am I able to now take away 2 negatives? Yes. So let's go ahead and take away your 2 negatives. And what do we have remaining? 7 positives. So we are saying that 5 take away 2 negatives is 7 positives. Sorry, I didn't put the answer on this one earlier. This is 7 positives. So we start out with 5 positives. And we add 2 sets of 0 pairs. Then we are able to take away those 2 negatives and we're left with 7 positives. Okay. The next problem we're going to do is model negative 4 minus 3. So we're starting out with 4 negatives. So in subtraction, we're taking things away or we're removing. In addition, we were combining, so we needed 2 groups and combine. With subtraction, we're starting out with a number and we're taking something away. So we have 4 negatives and we want to take away 3. Is there 3 positives to be able to take away here? No. So we are going to add 0 pairs to be able to take away 3 positives. So 3 sets of 0 pairs we're going to add here. So are we able to now take away 3 positives? Yes. So we are left with 7 red, which is 7 negative. So a negative 4 minus 3 equals a negative 7. So negative 4 minus 3 equals a negative 7. We start out with 4 negatives. We don't have 3 positives to take away. So we add 0 pairs till we have enough. Then we have our 3 positives and we take them away. We're left with negative 7. The reason we have our students draw it is because this is one way to bridge this piece to our pictorial piece, and so kids are able to draw if they need to. This is always a great way to go back and do reteaching, is to have your students draw their counters. Okay, so the last problem is a negative 3 take away negative 2. So negative 3 take away negative 2, is there 2 negatives to be able to take away? Yes, in this situation there are, so we do not have to add any 0 pairs. So we have a negative 3 and we can take away negative 2, and we're left with negative 1. So we're going to have our students write that here. Here. Start with negative 3 and take away negative 2, and we're left with negative 1. Okay. So this is whenever we're going to start having our students look at these and use their anchor chart to start talking about their notice and wonders. So you're going to have your students, you're going to monitor them, and they're going to look it up with a partner, and they have all 4 of these written down, and you're going to ask them to write 2 things that they notice and 2 things that they wonder. And so then you ask for some kids to share some things that they notice and write those on the board, and then share some things that they wonder and then write those on the board. So that will start getting the kids thinking about, well, we're subtracting here, we're adding here, we're adding here, we're subtracting here. Why is that? So the next thing we're going to guide our students to start to understand is the concept of KCO, keep change opposite. So what you're going to have them do is then write these 4 number sentences right next to these. Essentially, these are the addition problems rewritten as of these subtraction problems. So your kids should start recognizing that these numbers are the same. Your answers are the same, but what's happening is something's different with your operations. So again, you're going to have your kids write down 2 notices and 2 wonders and ask them to have conversations about those. Make sure you're monitoring and ensuring your students are having math conversations. And have your students start asking asking your students what they have noticed. A lot of them will notice that our first number has not changed. Okay, so that's something that they can recognize. The next thing that they will notice is that all of their subtraction signs have now become addition signs. And then lastly, if they continue to notice what's happening individually across each number sentence, is that each number is now the opposite of the original number. Okay, so this will help our students to recognize, well, this subtraction problem is the same exact as this addition problem. So we start having the conversation, isn't an addition problem a lot easier than a subtraction problem? Yes. Wouldn't it be nice if we could rewrite all of our subtraction problems into addition problems? Awesome. So there is a trick called KCO, and we are going to make all of our subtraction problems, no matter what, from now on in the future, addition problems. And then we only have to worry about addition. We don't even have to worry about subtraction. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep the first number the same. You're going to change your subtraction to addition. And then you are going to take the opposite of the number, the second number. Now, they have learned opposites early in the week when we talked about absolute value and opposites, so this should be easy for them to understand. So now we've taken all of our subtraction problems and then making them addition. Okay? That is it for this video. Thank you.